Hello, everybody. Gonna wait for some people to join us. Shouldn't take too long. So, what is this video tonight about? I know I said I was just gonna limit myself to Wednesday nights, but after the day I've had, I can't. So someone shared a little video with me earlier, and it was from the person who had that webpage up, that how to earn a six-figure income and you don't even have to write the books. And it was, I believe, directed at me. She states in this video that I'm not going to share. If you want to see the video, you can go find it for yourselves. But in that video, she says that she hired a copywriter, a professional, to design a website for her. And that she thought perhaps it was a little too aggressive, so she doesn't promote it. So my question to her is going to be, why is it still up and why didn't you remove it? She also mentioned that everything she teaches in her little group is not against Amazon's terms of service. And she's right. The part about ghostwriters is not against Amazon's terms of service, but I think she was missing the entire point that I was trying to make. Ghostwriting might not be against Amazon's terms of service, but that doesn't matter. What you're doing is teaching people how to scam the system. And yes, I'm using that term because these are people who have never written a book in their lives, yet they go out and they hire ghostwriters, and then they follow your program, and they put these books up at Amazon, books that they have not personally written. They choose a pen name to publish under, and not sure what other tactics you teach them, but they make some good bank on those books. That was the point I was trying to make. They're not writers. They're not authors. There are people who are scamming the system because they're using ghostwriters, which is perfectly acceptable, in order to create books, in order to make money. That's why we are so upset. Plain and simple. You're teaching people how to game the system. That's it. That's why we're so upset. The point I was trying to make earlier is that legitimate authors like myself and my friends, who genuinely do write the books they publish, have to fight tooth and nail to get any ounce of visibility at Amazon. And that does not make for a level playing ground. That's the point of the Get Loud campaign. It's not just a bunch of authors who are miserable and are failing in their careers, or who are jealous of other people's success. That's not it at all. We are legitimate authors who actually write our books. We work hard every single day. And because of people like you who teach other people how to do your wonderful little program, you have the playing ground is not level. I've said it from day one. Life is not fair, but it should be equitable. And there's nothing equitable about what you are doing and what you are teaching people. You are hurting other authors. It's that simple. You purport to be an author. You pretend to be an author. But I don't think you really are, because if you were a genuine, honest, legitimate author, you would not be teaching people what you're teaching them. You would be just as mad as we are. Because every day, every single day, it's the same damn thing. We wake up and wonder what new fresh hell awaits us today. And it's not just the link I shared earlier today. She's not the only one who's doing who's saying, learn how to, make $1 million at Amazon. She is by no means the only person doing this. I didn't know that until after I did my live video and people started sending me links. There's not a lot, but there are enough that it makes me just want to pound my head on my desk. This is about real legitimate authors getting screwed over every single day of the week by people who are too damn lazy to play by the rules. There are Amazon's terms of service rules, and then there are rules of society where you treat each other with respect and with dignity and hopefully with kindness. That's the point I was trying to make earlier. You sit over there in your little private groups teaching everybody how to scam the system and how to, make big bucks in the Kindle Unlimited program and yada, yada, yada. And you don't once stop to think if this is hurting anybody, because all you care about is the almighty dollar. You don't once stop to think about the people you are actually hurting financially and emotionally. I'm not giving up this fight. I will not sit down and shut up. I'm going to talk about this until the day I take my last breath, or until Amazon fixes the problems that they have. Now, I'm not a stupid person. I know way more than I talk about in these videos. I know some of the stuff that's going on in the back channels. And yes, it sickens me. So understand where we, the legitimate authors who are playing by the rules, and I don't mean just Amazon's terms of service rules, I mean life's rules, why we're so upset. But you must understand, people, that we're not going to sit down and take this anymore. That's why we have the Get Loud and Stay Loud campaign. So you can sit back and you can giggle and Twitter all you want to. Not hurting my feelings. You're just pissing me off. That's what you're doing. Hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Hell hath no fury like an author who is pissed off. So y'all need to keep that in mind. Now, am I going to do anything that is unethical or immoral, like doxing anybody or outing anybody? No, that's not how I play. I don't play by the same rules you do. Okay? I live by a set of ethical and moral standards. I have my own personal code of conduct, and there are things that I would never, ever do. But there are ways that I can fight all of you, and I'm going to do that. So you can pretend like you don't use that anymore. You can pretend like what you're doing, there's nothing wrong with it. Well, maybe not by Amazon standards, but I guarantee you that there are a hell of a lot of legitimate authors out there who are just shaking their heads today going, I can't believe this, and no, that isn't right. So go ahead, continue to scam the system. There are other ways that we can fight. There are other things that we can do, and we plan on doing them. That was the message that I tried to get out today. Doesn't matter that some of the things you're doing aren't against Amazon's terms of service. It doesn't matter that you skirt the little issues and you find the little loopholes. Doesn't matter. What you're doing is still wrong. Still wrong. Just because Amazon says it's okay for you to do it doesn't make it right. So I really hope you think about that for a little while. I doubt that you will, and I doubt that this is going to impact you in any way that would make you want to change your tactics, change your business model, or change anything about yourself. That's okay. But I do feel better for having responded to your video. So you are more than welcome to reach out to me on Facebook. I would be glad to do a private video chat or telephone call with you to discuss these issues. Got no problem with it. We'll discuss it like two mature adults. And then I would hope that you would be open-minded enough to listen to what I have to say. So you know how to find me.